And welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And our buddy.
Yeah. I'm Adriano.
There we go. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
I wasn't on last time you were on, were you? Were I?
Yeah, I think you were sick.
Yes.
No, that was the time I had to fly the ship.
That's right.
Yeah.
Almost hit an iceberg, but we made it.
Yes. Almost is what matters. Almost is what matters. Is an interesting topic that was chosen too. Best musical performances in a movie.
Yeah.
Little different from musicals.
Yes.
Because I had to even clarify this is you actually have to see them performing.
Yes, they have to be like performing to an audience, not just singing down a hallway.
Yeah, exactly. I thought this was going to be like a kind of an interesting one because it's like, what ones are you going to pick? Like, how often do you see that? So it was definitely an interesting one to comb through.
I've got at least one selection that I might have to argue a tiny bit.
Oh. Well, we know James has got to bolt briefly, so we're going to get his list right out of the gate.
I'm going to try and be back before the end of the show. If I'm not, I just didn't want to have someone else reading my list, although I was prepared to. Okay, so I will. Sorry,
number 10.
Number 10. My number 10 is Alan Doyle in Robin Hood. Alan Doyle of the Big C playing Alan O'Dale or something in the Ridley Scott Robin Hood. Plays around the fire once, and I think in the pub once.
Mm-hmm.
So I could pick either of those for the movie, but
okay.
I've never actually watched that Robin Hood.
I loved it.
It's my favorite.
I've always heard good things, just never got to it.
Yeah, Greg says, "Don't worry, Jason. James has a list full of movies he should explain."
Rooms full of movies I have to explain. Anyway, okay, number 9. This one had to be on the list. It's not the highest on the list, but it's a no-brainer.
There's a musical performance in Total Recall?
Yeah, the three-breasted hooker.
Oh, that's right.
That's a good. I didn't consider that. I don't know. Well, I mean, Colin Farrell plays the piano in the movie, but there's no singing really.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, it's Tim Capello in Lost Boys. Because he's singing and playing the saxophone.
Pretty damn iconic.
Yeah,
Good choice.
Dang it! I didn't even think of that, or I would have had that on
one
my
of the
list.
sequels.
Yeah, but you just know he's the three-breasted hooker of Lost Boys. When they make the remake, just like they made the remake of Total Recall, and they said, we got to include the three-breasted hooker. Don't worry about anything else. As long as you have that, that's all you need. Same thing with Lost Boys.
Perfect crossover.
You just got to have that saxophone, dude. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. My number 8.
Yes.
My number 8 is Juliette Lewis in the movie Strange Days. One with Ray Fiennes, Michael Wincott. Juliette Lewis, I didn't know she could sing, but she performs twice in the movie.
Yeah, she's in a band. She's got a band. I want to say they're called Lips or something. Or at least did years ago, something like that.
Yeah. I think she's just on the soundtrack albums. It's just credited as Juliette Lewis, but I could see it going into a band because she wouldn't be the first actress or actor to do that.
I feel like I remember seeing something with her in a band. I think they were kind of like a punk kind of thing.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But it was a long time ago. We're talking like late 90s, early 2000s.
You could say Juliette Lewis and Natural Born Killers too. She sings a couple songs in there.
Does she?
Yeah.
That's Born Under a Bad Sign, I think.
Well, that was after Strange Days, so
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Strange. Yes.
Strange Date. Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's confirm that.
When NBK came out, she was a name. Strange Days was right at the beginning of that name.
Strange Days.
I know I watched Strange Days once. I don't remember any of it.
Strange Days was 1995.
Look what you did. You got him down a rabbit hole now. Yeah. We're never going to.
Natural Born Killers was not. Oh, okay. No, it was a year before Strange Days. There you go.
Natural Born Killers was?
Yeah, 1 year before Strange
Days. See, I told you.
There you go. All right. 8 minutes. All right. Number 7 is Diane Lane in Streets of Fire. Now, it's not actually her voice, but she is the lead singer of a band performing at the beginning and the end of the movie. It's just
that works.
It's not like she's on stage lip syncing. She is in real life, but it's supposed to be her performing.
Right. And this is musical performances. So
Yeah.
you could even have Milli Vanilli on here.
Yeah.
If they were in a movie.
If they were in a movie, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be very meta. Okay. Number 6. I'll be very surprised if this isn't on Jason's list. It is Joey Lauren Adams in Chasing Amy.
No, not on my list at all.
Wow.
Not on my list at all.
That was up in almost immediately when you suggested the list.
But the Chasing Amy, while I love all of Kevin's films, Chasing Amy is the one that I've only gone back to like a couple times. So
Wow, it's
I guess
The
that.
lesbians, right?
it's still my
We know.
it's what I consider to be Kevin Smith's masterpiece.
A
If
lot of
all
people do
directors have
consider
one.
that, but I can't pick a favorite exactly, other than I think my biggest go-to is Dogma. But
Oh, nice.
So Jason literally just said, I can't pick a favorite, but it's Dogma.
yeah, I know.
You had to pick one.
Look, I already had this conversation with my wife about an hour ago. I have been a master on a lot of things in my life. It's just par for the course for me, okay?
Greg says, James, I'm surprised you didn't have Rupert Everett say a little prayer in My Best Friend's Wedding. You love that movie.
No, I don't. I didn't. I mean, it was okay, but I don't remember a whole lot of it.
That's the sign of a good movie.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Number 5, Renee Zellweger in Empire Records. She joins the band at the end. I was playing
Sugar
up
High.
on
Sugar High. I forgot about that one.
She's not on the soundtrack. It's Coyote Shivers is the band, and the lead singer actually plays a role in the movie, but she joins them in the live version at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Singing on the awning rooftop or whatever.
Yes, the marquee or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Number four is John O'Manson for The Postman. Now he's a singer I had never heard of before or after, but there's a couple of guys that are kind of hanging out in the town that Kevin Costner mostly resides in the movie, and they're around the fire, and you see one guy has the guitar and starts playing and singing, and then you see a montage of stuff going on. And there's another guy, John Coinman, who also sings in the movie, but I'm going with John O'Manson because I like his songs more than the other guys in the movie.
Fair enough.
It's just like, we'll take a singer, throw him in as an extra or a day player or something, just so he can sing stuff. Kind of like Alan Doyle in Robin Hood, except Alan Doyle had a much bigger role.
Okay.
We have Oscar Isaac in the movie 10 Years.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Inside Llewyn Davis.
No. What was that one? 10 Years. Inside Llewyn Davis is pretty good, but he 10 Years is a movie about the 10-year high school reunion and a bunch of people coming back. And since leaving high school, he's become famous, and he has this one hit that's played on the radio over and over and over again. And there's one girl that he reconnects with in the movie, and I believe it's played by who is it? It is.
Really? Don't know that.
That's a weird song.
I can't remember. I wasn't saying the name of the song. It's like one of the girls he reconnects with, and she doesn't keep in touch with that sort of thing. So she doesn't know the song, and she doesn't know that it was inspired by her. So he performs it for his class reunion group. And I didn't know that Oscar Isaac could sing, but he's a guy from Juilliard and stuff like that. So he can do any number of things.
He can do anything. Flying.
But this is the movie with Channing Tatum, Justin Long, Oscar Isaac, Chris Pratt.
I haven't heard of that one.
Interesting.
I have to admit, I haven't either.
Okay. Last two. Number two is Sarah Polley in The Sweet Hereafter. That was an Adam McGowan film where she's one of the only two survivors of the bus crash that happens in the movie. Bus full of.
I'm not a fan of Agoyan, so I haven't watched any of his stuff.
Agoyan's awesome. Anyway, it's a bus full of kids that goes off the road and goes through the ice, and only the bus driver and one girl survives. But there's always flashbacks to before, where there's like this local festival, and she's on stage singing Tragically Hip songs. So you see a young Sarah Polley singing Courage and stuff. I thought it's kind of haunting.
It does
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it
That's
either.
awesome.
All right, James,
And
what's
my
your number one?
My number one is Antonio Banderas in Desperado.
Oh,
Right after Steve Buscemi comes in and just blows the doors open with his story about El Mariachi, and then it cuts to like Antonio Banderas and his band starting to play, and like he has the whole over the opening credits.
You and Jason are watching the match. His number one's Antonio Banderas, but it's from Shrek.
All right, I gotta go get ready.
Don't touch me.
Nice to see you again, Andrew.
I'm wondering how
yeah,
you.
good seeing you too, dude.
I'm running how you read that from over there.
Pure skill, dude. Pure skill. Oh, Greg said, please don't have Les Mis on your list. That's right. Musicals do not count.
That's where I'll have an argument to be.
Oh, he's already started. Look at this.
Oh no, it's high on my list too. So, but there's a stage involved.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with our guest, number 10.
All right. Well, on that note, my number 10 does come from a musical. It comes from Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, when they perform the title track in the bar just after Donna gets her heart broken and she has no desire to sing about love. And then they get her to sing about what she's actually feeling. And then they all break out into Mamma Mia. And, you know, I've loved both those movies for a long time. And like, I grew up listening to that music from my father. And that song just has always held such a special place in my life. And just seeing that performance it just always, you know, just brings a smile to my face. Yeah, that's my number 10.
See, would that count? Because that's a musical.
But
yeah, it is on the stage
performing
in front of an audience.
We're performing it in front of an audience.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, they were.
Guess you can see. I haven't seen the second one.
I've only seen the first one myself. So.
Yeah,
I recommend the second one.
Okay, I do want to watch it because, like I said, I love the first one. So,
Right.
All right, Jason.
My number 10 is the Lambda Moo Carnival show from the end of Revenge of the Nerds. It's nostalgic, okay? It's my childhood. I could not include that. Like, it had to be on this list. Like, it's that whole the Poindexter with the electric violin, which that song's actually called "They're So Incredible." There's actually a name for the song.
Really?
Yes. But yeah, that whole, and then, you know, you get the whole techno sound going on. You got Lamar doing the rap. You know, it's a fun performance. They won, you know.
Okay, I can't argue that one. I'm going to pull James out of there for now.
All right.
See, my number 10 is iconic as well. I think it's from the 70s. I can't remember when the movie came out, but it was called The Rose. Bette Midler's performance of The Rose.
Nice.
That's I have a cousin who back in the day when that was fresh, she watched that over and over, and she was crawling while watching it.
That's what I did when we had Super Channel or something it was called. Or
young
Movie
little
Channel.
Jason was just like, why is she subjecting herself to that? Why is she making herself cry all the time?
Cry? Why are you watching it? It don't make sense.
But that was a pretty strong performance, though.
Oh, even today.
That's had like 3 or 4 big movie performances like that.
Yeah, but there's nothing like that first one.
True.
You know what it was meant for.
Exactly.
All right, let's get to number 9, Adriano.
All right. My number 9 it comes from the movie, as you all have, I can't talk. It comes from Walk the Line. The scene where Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon first perform a duet. They're performing Times of Wastin', for showing that Johnny's in love with June Carter, and you know she's a little bit hesitant to sing the song with him. And you know, like there's so many good performances. You know, like I could have picked when he performed at Folsom Prison, or you know when they sang Jackson and he proposed to June. But And that scene just really stuck out for me, just because it was just really showing like the chemistry that the two of them had in that movie. And like, and the song is just really, really catchy and, really timeless. And yeah, that's my number 9.
That's my number 7.
Wow.
I didn't pick out a specific song just because, like you said, you could literally pick any one of those.
Yeah.
So,
I have a couple where, I could have easily picked a different song from it as well, but but only one or two came up like that for me.
Well, I started out, I think I had 2 where they were specific songs. And then the next 4 weren't. So it's like, you know what? I'm just going to say who the singer is and go with the movie. And that's where I left it. So
you almost have to with a couple of them because it's hard to pick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have one in particular that is like that exact boat. I just picked one. I could have picked one of 3. So, yeah, that I'll have that later.
What's your number 9?
So my number 9
by the Beatles?
No.
Okay.
No. So I might have to argue this one.
Oh, here it is.
No, this isn't the one.
But
this is a performance. As long as you're going to consider that battle rap.
So if you close your eyes and poke yourself and glance really hard, it looks like they have instruments. Is that what you're saying?
No, they don't have instruments. They are still performing in front of a crowd. Rap is still music. You got for that argument. No. Rap is music.
Yeah.
They win Grammys for it, therefore it's in the musical category.
Dude, that doesn't mean
people
win Oscars. That mean nothing.
Yeah, I know, but still Grammys fine. So and battle rap is just performing in front of a crowd.
So you're gonna pick lip sync battle?
No, I'm picking Megaton, the final rap battle in the movie Bodied versus Megaton. Yes. If you have not seen Bodied, and if you like 8 Mile, you should watch Bodied because Bodied takes it to a ridiculous level, and it is so much fun and hardcore and batshit crazy how deep they go. But that final at the kid who gets pulled into this world. He just blew up his friendship with his mentor in battle rap and whatnot. He totally fucked his whole life, and he's just had it. And Megaton is like the top guy in their league. He's just an asshole who he'll punch people if you piss him off. And Adam didn't give a shit and stepped up to him, so because he had nothing left to lose.
No guitars.
No, it's just 2 guys battle rapping. Rap is still music. It's still performing.
As long as you plug your ears and think of a different song.
Don't use your bias against rap. It is still a musical performance.
My number 9 is music. And pretty much any one of them that they perform in this movie called This Is Spinal Tap.
I don't have any of those on my list because I couldn't pick one.
Again, that's why I said I just picked the movie.
I didn't want to do that. I couldn't pick one, so I didn't pick any for it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. If I had gone individual, 90% of my list would have been one movie. Okay, so that's why I figured I'm going to generalize.
All Purple Rain.
What you're talking
Purple
about?
Rain.
What you're talking about? Adriano, number 8.
All right, my 8. I'm going with Lou Diamond Phillips' performance of Richie Valens in La Bamba when he first plays La Bamba live for the first time. Because it's just a fun scene. Everybody just getting up and dancing. And like when he kicks off everything, he's like, this one's a bit of a rattlesnake, and just kicks into that opening guitar riff, and everybody's up and dancing, and he's just rocking the hell out of that song, and who doesn't love the song La Bamba? Like, come on now. It's
iconic. That movie was huge.
Yes,
it was. And yeah, that's my number 8.
That was good. Nice music too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lots of oboes.
Jason, number 8.
My number 8 does feature music.
Is this the fighting one?
No.
Oh, dang.
No. That comes much later.
Thought you said it was high on the list.
It's in number 2.
Oh, that's okay.
No, my number 8 is Anne Hathaway's performance of "Somebody to Love" by Queen in the movie Ella Enchanted.
Oh.
It is. It's a fun rendition. The way she sings it is really awesome.
She's got a great voice.
That whole performance with her, because it's Ella Enchanted, and she has to do what anybody tells her. So the crowd throws out a suggestion. Well, she has to do it. So make it smoky, and she's her hair around and dance, and she starts fluttering around.
That was a fun movie.
But her rendition of that song is fantastic, and I Queen's my favorite band. I love the original version, but her version just sticks with me.
That is a good one. I can't argue that.
And it's got music,
right? Well, my number 8. I love this movie when I first watched it, and one of my favorite leading actresses, Brittany Murphy's in it, but sadly she's not here. But I have to pick pretty much anything from 8 Mile.
Okay,
because rap is music.
That's why you were doing it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm confused what happened there.
Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. No, I'm a huge fan of rap. That's why I love giving him the gears on that one, because I knew I had 8 Mile. Nope.
Okay.
Now I see through the smoke.
The rap battles are awesome.
Yes.
I haven't seen Bodied. I've heard of it, but I know the rap battles in this one are somewhat similar.
Yes.
So
the Bodied takes it in that comedic level because it is a competition. Like, there are actual battle rap leagues and all that. There's shows on TV of it.
Yeah, it's Cool J. I've seen him. Oh wait, no, it's lip sync. Never mind.
Yeah, that was lip sync.
Not the same.
But yeah, it's
Wait, no, I have seen him, because I think Channing Tatum was on once.
That was lip sync.
No. It's got 2 people.
Oh, Drop the Mic. James Corden.
Yeah, there we go.
James Corden's show. Yeah. Drop the Mic.
Yep. That's
Same
what
thing.
I saw. So it's like Eminem, just lower.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where are we? Number 7.
7. All right. Well, my number 7. I feel like one of you guys might also have this on here, but I also thought it was also on from my last time on here. I've included from the movie Get Him to the Greek, the final performance. The second final performance when they finally get to the Greek and he's performing. All the Snow's performing the song "Coming Up."
Yeah.
That's why
What? Really? But not only did you match, you got the same number.
We matched on the exact same number, and that's the one where I said I could have picked like 3 songs.
Yeah.
Coming Up, I love Bangers and Mash, and I love Furry Wolf. So
yeah, like there's so many good performances in that, and like just one of the things about that performance that just because like earlier in the film when he meets with his father and he's saying like he's going to open the show with a completely different song. And his dad's like, no, you got to open up with that song because you'll have the audience eating out of your palm if you play that song for the whole entire show. And then even though like he like has like a huge violent fight with his father, he still continues to perform that song as the first song of the night. So, and just how it just builds up and, just kicks into that exploding, I'm coming up. And it's just a brilliant performance. And yeah, like just like you, I could have picked anything from that. Like anything from that was just a good solid performance. But that one is just the one that just stuck out the most for me was Coming Up.
that's why I chose it too. It is the one that stands out just slightly in front of the others, but it's so close.
Yeah.
But all the songs in that movie are great. But if you listen, they have weird lyrics. Like they're hilarious.
Well, okay, I got to be honest. My number 7, we already talked about because it was Joaquin and Reese for Walk the Line.
Okay.
Originally, it was actually John C. Reilly and Jenna Fisher for Walk Hard. Those have lyrics.
Let's do it.
So yeah, I love it when they mess with the lyrics just enough that you really got to pay attention. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah, I think Jason Segel co-wrote "Get Him to the Greek," and I think he wrote those lyrics.
Probably, it wouldn't surprise me. Because wait a minute, which came first, that or Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Or Sarah Marshall's first, because that's the first introduction of Russell.
Right. Okay. I knew they were connected. I just couldn't remember which came
I've
first.
never actually seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh my God, that's so much fun.
That's what everybody says, but I've never watched it.
Oh yeah.
I've only ever seen
it once. It's not bad.
Okay, now number 6, Adriano.
All right. So I'm going to take a bit of a left turn here, and I'm going to go with from the movie adaptation of Phantom of the Opera, and the opening when Christine sings "Think of Me," because she's, like it starts off, she's like just saying like, "Oh, I've been learning," and she wants the role. And then she blows everybody out of the water, and she's just standing there. And Emmy Rossum is just a phenomenal singer, complete different character from what we see her on Shameless. And
I'm a fan.
Just a solid performance from her. And that's another song that like I've heard a lot over my life. And And again, another where like they could have picked a few other ones, but that's the one that stuck out the most for me.
Good pick.
My kids kind of bragged on me for enjoying the movie version of Phantom of the Opera, but I really, really liked it a lot.
I saw Phantom
really good.
In the theater. I saw it 5 times. I adore that play.
Like that version, the Gerard Butler,
Andrew Lloyd Webber's. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
My favorite song out of that whole thing is Masquerade.
Yeah.
So unfortunately I couldn't pick it because they weren't performing it; they were dancing to it.
Yeah.
In a musical sense. So.
Yep.
But
he's right with the "Think of Me" though, because that's a performance. So.
That is.
That whole show is so great.
Well, he set the bar that high for number 7. What have you, or 6? What have you?
Oh, nothing that good.
No,
guaranteed. No, my number 6 is the final Battle of the Bands performance of School of Rock.
Oh,
that's when you play Zach's song at the Battle of the Bands. That song works for me. It's just a fun little cute rock song.
It is.
I was getting ready to mock you with a little video, but that's a good I can't do it. I just
and the weird thing, I love that movie, but when I first watched it, I didn't like it. I did not like Jack Black in it. Like he was just so too much of a sleazeball.
Yeah, he can be over the top.
He was, and it just didn't work for me. It wore me down. My wife kept watching it, and my kids kept watching it, and it wore me down.
He's like Will Ferrell. You have to be in the mood for his movie, and you will love it.
Yes.
But if you're not, just shut it off.
Except for Tropic Thunder. I can watch Tropic Thunder at any moment. And his part in Tropic.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that one. 6. Where is it? My number 6. I had to go with Val Kilmer for The Doors.
I thought that was going to be on somebody's list. That is one I've never watched.
Oh, dude.
Another one I've never watched.
Dude.
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
They say he almost channeled Morrison.
Oh, my
right?
God. Yeah. It's other than you can see it in his face, he's not. You swear to God, you're watching Morrison.
Yeah.
And did he? I think he did the singing himself in that movie.
Yeah. All of it is his.
Nice.
That's wild.
That's what I mean. Like, it was just crazy.
Yeah, he had all the moves down pat. Yeah, just basically a complete doppelganger of Morrison. It's actually uncanny, the resemblance.
All those mannerisms. Him and Meg Ryan are incredible as a couple. Like, yeah. So worth the watch.
No, just for some reason, just never popped that
because it's by
VHS
Oliver Stone, right?
Yeah, Oliver Stone.
That's why you just don't watch Oliver Stone.
I don't know Oliver Stone.
You didn't like Natural Born Killers and Julia Lewis.
I love Natural Born Killers.
I don't think that. No.
Roll back the tape.
Roll back to that Hobbit Medea thing.
Oh, God.
Number 5, Adriano, what you got?
I'm going to dig into the
All right, so my number 5. This is kind of like with Jason. It's just a nostalgia from the childhood, and I am gonna go with the incredible, timeless ninja rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze with Vanilla Ice.
Oh shit!
I'm surprised Vanilla Ice made any list that we have, but that's awesome.
Hey, like it was just,
Ninja.
just one of the things I could just watch all over. It's amazing. He's just, he's performing completely different song, and then Toka and Razar and the Turtles come in there, and somehow he just has all these lyrics prepared. Like, I knew this was going to happen, so I'm going to do this song right the hell now. And, it's just just incredible, and everything going on. And, like the manager in the back is like, who ordered the extras? Oh, no, they love the extras, it's just great. And because I love the Ninja Turtles, and like I could just watch that over and over. It's just amazing.
That is, see, I'm now mad. I have a bunch of videos for mocking people, but I have nothing to applaud somebody.
Really?
I would play that right now.
I feel like an applaud should be like really easy to find.
I'm obviously more interested in mocking than
Apparently.
I am, encouraging.
You're one of those people.
This guy is fucking stupid.
See, this is what I mean. That's not encouraging. Jason, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is from The Wedding Singer, and it is Somebody Kill Me.
Nice.
Because why would I go with any other song but the one where it's just Adam Sandler just losing his fucking I was listening to The Cure a lot when I wrote this.
Yeah.
Somebody kill me. And then Lovett's behind the curtain at the back. Is mine, and I'm reaping all the benefits.
Yes. He's so good there.
But that song,
Excellent choice.
my Stag and Doe, we wanted them to play the I Want to Grow Old with You for Crystal and I to dance to at our Stag and Doe. Well, they prefaced it with Somebody Kill Me, Please.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
I sort of did that when I used to DJ at the strip club in London. The girls would say, okay, pick me a slow song. And I picked Weird Al Yankovic, One More Minute.
Oh, nice.
Yep. They didn't ask me to pick too much after that. Let me see.
Well,
my number 5 actually changed today, the day of. And I was interesting to hear James bring up Oscar Isaacs, because he's half of the duo that I picked. Oscar Isaacs and Carla Gugino for Sucker Punch during the closing credits.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Love is a Drug. Yep.
I forgot about that one.
That's right.
God
good choice.
That was when working this list. I was like just going through a list of movies like from the years going, no. And because there was so many that I was forgetting.
Oh, it's easy to do. As you can see, like Ninja Rap, it didn't even cross my mind that that would have been. All right. Number 4, Adriano.
All right. My number 4, which is actually one that I think Jason mentioned before, he has on this list. And I'm going to go with the Live Aid performance from Bohemian Rhapsody. That
I have
final.
But
what's that?
I hadn't mentioned it yet, but sure.
Well, I remember when you brought it up like months ago.
Yeah, because as soon as you gave me this topic, I said that was my number 1. And
yeah,
that is your number 1.
That is my number 1.
Is that a movie?
Yes, it is. It's a biopic.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you mean
Bohemian Rhapsody, the film?
I thought you meant Live Aid.
No, the Live Aid performance in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where Rami Malek basically was possessed by the spirit of Freddie Mercury to perform every single motion perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put that as my number 1. Like when you first told me the topic, I had to.
Yeah. And yeah, it just feels criminal to not have that on the list because they just captured every moment of Live Aid just like just perfectly. Like there's just no other way to put it. And yeah, like as you said, like Rami Malek just channeled everything. Freddie Mercury.
He may not have done vocals himself. That's well noted that it was him and a guy named Mark Martel who did vocals, the combination of the two.
Rick's brother.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, like that this whole thing is epic. And obviously I was not around for the original Live Aid. So that's about as close as I'll ever come to experiencing it. So
I know I probably watched it way back when, but it was so long ago that I only vaguely remembered it. Yeah, but I had to be revisited. And then when Bohemian Rhapsody came out, I was not emotionally prepared for how that movie was going to hit me, particularly the entire Live Aid segment. I was bawling with joy. My hands were white because I was clenched because I was trying not to laugh out loud in the theater. Like it took me places. So that meant something, and that's why it sticks as number one.
So, Adriana, you said you hadn't seen the original. Did you watch the original?
Live Aid? Yes.
Yeah.
But I've only vaguely remember it, though. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen like the original Live Aid performance, though.
Greg said, Jason, you surprised me with your number one. A good surprise. Good one.
I do like it.
Yes. Okay, so Jason, what's your number 4?
Well, my number 4 is the Sex Bob-ombs versus the Kusanagi twins from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
How about no?
What's your problem with the Sex Bob-ombs?
Nothing.
You just want to push buttons.
I just want to push buttons.
Okay. So, Sex Bob-ombs, Kusanagi twins. That's where you have the giant dragon thing taking on the giant ape thing while they're playing Threshold. Like, holy fuck! That scene just gets me so amped up every time I watch it. That's the one scene from that movie that I will go back just to watch that scene.
Oh, Craig's got your back. How about yes?
Exactly. It's Scott.
And actually, I will say this. I think I was the only person in the world that really did not like that movie.
No.
Get out. Your invitation's been rescinded. Goodbye.
No. Maybe not. Maybe not. We got somebody sitting down here, and we can ask them. What is your opinion? What is your opinion of Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
It's pretty good.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought he was going to say.
I never found it to be like that and Attack the Block. I never found it to be why do people love these movies so much, the cult hits and stuff like that? But that's exactly what they are. They appeal to a certain kind of person or a certain group of people.
Yeah.
Yes, they're very niche movies. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Craig says, although there is some better performances in the movie.
Chris Evans is hilarious.
Oh my God, he's so good.
He's in the movie.
Brandon Routh is hilarious. Thomas Jane.
I will not argue that maybe you might find better performances. For me, though, the Kusanagi twin battle that's my favorite scene. In
Jason Schwartzman is hilarious. I just love. No, I would go back to Chris Evans. Just like, is this your boyfriend? Seems nice. Just the gruff in his voice.
I never go anywhere without my stunt team.
And the vegan police.
I love the vegan police.
Oh yeah.
So there are elements of the movie that I really like, especially the alternate ending where she's like, do you have any change? And all the coins he's collected from the battles, he's like, I got some change on me. It's not like, it was like number one on a lot of people's top 10 lists of the year.
But see, like you said, it's a cult hit, and those are the people that movie was made for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know,
there's several movies that were made for me and not for you guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My number 4 is also surprisingly from a movie. It has a
Get out.
Well, you got to clarify because we did your TV shows last week. So.
That is true too. But this has got an actress and a singer doing a duet, coincidentally from the same name of the movie. Duets. It's Gweneth Paltrow and Huey Lewis.
Oh, I've heard about
particularly
that
the song.
I heard about that one the other day.
Was there any of mine that you guys had on your list?
No.
up till
No,
now?
not yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
But that's another one that I never watched that movie, but that song was everywhere.
You are right, Greg.
There are several million bargain bin movies made for you, James.
He is right.
I was about to make a comment about the shelf at the dollar store, but considering that's where I found the Scare House,
Right?
I grabbed
I-
a
I-
few.
Great work.
I grabbed a few from there that I haven't watched them yet. But
That's where I got
grabbed
Red State.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, on Blu-ray.
that is a
Damn.
good. That is a good DVD or Blu-ray. Not just because they threw the Red State of the Union podcast on there, but they have the footage from the Sundance.
It's a good movie.
It is.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like Tusk more, but Red State it's
He's
just
smart.
it's
Okay,
just
James.
so different than anything he's ever done.
Oh, that's it. I think that's why I like it too, because it is. It's like a nice curve.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Adriano, number 3.
All right. My number 3 comes from the movie Yesterday, the rooftop performance of when he's doing the song Help. That one sticks out for me because Help has never been one of my favorite songs by the Beatles. I've just always kind of found it kind of whatever. But he goes on and does a rooftop performance, and he does a more like electric, sped up version of the song. And then it really stands out because he sees the woman he's in love with like in the crowd, and she's with like her husband or her boyfriend, and that's when he starts like kind of screaming out, "Please help me!" Like just sounds really desperate, like he's just needs help because he's in love and he can't do anything about it. But that's the performance that just stuck out so much for me. And the movie's fantastic. I could watch that movie over and over again. That's my number 3.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right, Jason.
I'm not a big enough Beatles fan myself, so
Well, see,
I like a handful of their songs, but
I am, but most of the ones that I like in movies are parts of musicals, like Across the Universe. I love that movie, but
That is
none
right.
of those are performances.
Again, the rooftop performance.
Yes. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
true.
literally, that's true.
Yeah. I was very surprised in Yesterday where they hid Robert Carlyle because it's a Danny Boyle movie. I never know. He's John Lennon at the end. I watched it at the end. I'm like, that was Robert Carlyle. on him.
That's like making Bill Murray a meth maker.
Yeah,
And Dumb
Ice
and Dumber
Pick.
too. Yep.
Man.
Jason, number 3.
my number 3 is the song "Lady's Choice," performed by Zac Efron in Hairspray.
I still haven't got around to checking that one out.
Hairspray is one of my wife's favorite movies, and you know what? Yeah, it's one of mine too. I just
I was gonna
love
say,
that
your
fucking
wife?
movie.
Sure.
We've watched it 100,000 times by now.
Is
I'm
that
pretty
your
sure.
musical exception?
No,
Isn't
but
that a
it's-
musical?
It's a stage performance, though. He's performing it at Sock Hop in front of everyone
It's true.
on
Yep.
television.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's riding the line pretty close, but he's
But-
on the right side of it.
It's stage performing on
He's
television.
not in the middle of the street or in a shopping mall.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know, that's why I couldn't use No Such Thing as a Hollywood Ending from Anna and the Apocalypse, because that's just them performing in the lunchroom or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but because I wanted to include that. But yeah, Lady's Choice was Zac Efron. It's a nice fast beat, and Efron just crushes
Is
that.
this your wife, Lister? Well, he did say that both him and his wife love the movie.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
That's a share. That's one we share.
And you know, the more you know. Right. Let me see. Who's next? Oh, I'm next.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with this one, I couldn't pick a person. So I'm just going to say the film, Pitch Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah, just like everything,
okay.
because 99% of that is all performances.
Yes.
But it's not a musical.
I totally blanked on Pitch Perfect like that. I feel like I should blow up my list other than my number 1 and slip it.
Right, okay, you got an
But-
excuse. Greg says you haven't dropped Kevin Smith, so I'm thinking it's your wife's list.
see,
Kevin doesn't have musical performances in his film.
yeah, he has one.
Chasing
Oh,
Amy.
just not one.
Just
not
for
one.
sure.
No.
Well, or you could also do Matt Damon singing Run DMC when they get off the bus.
That doesn't count.
Whose house
Runs house.
Alrighty, number 2. Adriano, what you got?
All right, my number 2 comes from my favorite movie of all time, which is the movie Rockstar. And the performance that I picked is when Mark Wahlberg's character has joined the band Steel Dragon, and they're performing the song "We All Die Young." It relates to me back like when I brought up "Get Him to the Greek" earlier. It's just that has like that great build up, and it was the song that he auditioned for the band for. Nice, typical '80s, power metal ballad. And yeah, like he just like I know it's not Mark Wahlberg singing, but it just sounds so fantastic, and it's just I've watched that movie like probably way too many times that I could count.
I've only seen that one once, but what always sticks with me is the acoustic performance after everything in the movies happened at the very end of the movie.
Yep. Well, no, that's another one. I should have gone with that one. Oh well, but yeah, that's my number 2.
Greg approves. Good
Yes.
pick with Rockstar. You can stay on week to week. My favorite one from Rockstar is one he actually sings, and it's during the credits when they do the outtake and play "Good Vibrations."
That's true.
Feel it. That song actually, though, that song just hits you, and the vibe just gets you.
It's one of those annoying songs. It doesn't matter. You're never going to get it out of your head. It's annoyingly good.
Well, I can say that that song popped up on my radar a few weeks ago when Crystal and I were on a road trip. I was high out of my tree, and fuck was I jamming to that song.
Doubt.
Marky Mark just sucks your hand hard with that beat.
Well, I'm curious now. What's your number 2?
My number 2.
Are we fighting yet?
This is where I might have to argue a little bit.
All right, here we go.
Okay, it is from The Greatest Showman. Now, I have 2 options here, but one I want to use is This Is Me. Now, that one does not start as a stage performance.
I would go with the one that does.
The song evolves into a stage performance halfway through when they're back into the circus.
I'd pick Rebecca Ferguson actually being on the stage, because that's the first time you see in the movie where everything goes quiet, and he's standing there, he's waiting, and all of a sudden it's like, and like the crowd starts cheering.
If This Is Me isn't allowed because of that whole half transition thing, then I'm going to go with the song Never Enough.
Yes.
That performed by Lauren. Okay. It is so emotional.
It's very good.
Like, if you have not seen The Greatest Showman, you should.
I was in love with that movie before I saw it because of the soundtrack.
It's just a phenomenal movie. Like, it is.
I listen to that soundtrack regularly.
Yeah.
And I know it apparently is not well liked by a lot of people, but fans love it.
Well, they're a special breed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well,
so yeah, I'll stick with Never Enough for that one then, because that's the more performance.
Mine is also a soundtrack I tend to listen to a bit. There's not so many songs, there's like 4, but it's a directorial debut, and I think he knocked it out of the park with this one. So you could pick any song he sings. Is Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, nice.
To watch that movie,
Why?
and I absolutely hate Shallow. I hate that song.
I'm not a fan of that song either, but every other song in the movie is great.
Yeah, and honestly, if you watch it in the movie, it makes sense in the movie.
Okay.
The other songs,
Just the radio play.
Yeah. Oh my God, I hate when they.
But the other songs, especially the song that Lady Gaga sings at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Oh, Greg's still on Rockstar.
Stand Up and Shout. Alter Bridge lead singer replaces Mark Wahlberg was near the top of mine.
Nice.
Greg keeps dragging us back to Rockstar.
Oh, that's
I see what this is
It's
about.
very circular because he gets the fan in the audience eclipses his voice just like he did to the.
Yep.
I think it was Jason.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jason Fleming. Yeah.
Okay, we are now on number one, and everybody's number one is known except for Adriano.
All right. Well, my number one actually comes from a documentary, the documentary Global Metal. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. It's the filmmaker, his name is Sam Dunn. He made a documentary prior to that just called Metal, but he decided he'd do a follow-up called Global Metal, where he traveled to different countries where you wouldn't expect to have like a metal following. Like he went to Indonesia and Brazil and Israel. And at the end of the movie, he travels to India because for the first time ever, they're having their first major metal performance, and Iron Maiden's performing. And right at the end, it shows Maiden on stage playing Fear of the Dark in front of, God, I don't even know how many people were in attendance. And with that song, there's a lot of audience participation, and just hearing all their voices coming together for the first time in all their lives, just experiencing that. Like, I just go back and watch that scene just because like that just defines for me like what being like a fan of like heavy metal is about. And it just holds like a lot of emotion and a lot of depth for me. And yeah, and they just kick into playing the whole song, and then it also cuts into them playing Hallowed Be Thy Name, and just seeing everyone get together. I could go on about this for way too long.
What movie is this again?
Global Metal.
Global. Okay.
Yeah, documentary called Global Metal. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the second one, wasn't it? The one dude with the long hair. They made a documentary before this, which was
Metal: A Headbanger's Journey.
yes.
Isn't
Okay, I
it
saw
nice
that
to
one.
know that somebody's listening when you're
Yeah,
talking?
no kidding.
Yeah, that's my number one.
What?
You already told us that.
What?
Metal.
But I was reading your list. I wasn't paying attention. Adriana.
Focus. Focus.
I always couldn't believe you had School of Rock on there.
So what's your number one?
Dude, you said it at the top of the show.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Purple
Didn't
Rain.
get it right.
Yes, literally.
We didn't know that for sure. You didn't.
Like I said, if I had to pick individual songs, there would have been about 4 or 5 right from that movie alone.
What's Bodied?
Don't
battle
get him
rap.
started on rap, please.
It's a,
Oh.
that whole thing. He got on my case because it's a battle rap movie, and then he had 8 Mile.
It's probably better than I am not a fan of School of Rock. I don't like that movie at all.
Well, then that's your choice.
Rap.
I want to put my few honorable mentions here.
Why?
Because they're
Oh,
fun.
sorry. I mean, yes. That's what I meant to say.
The ones I cut from my list, I can count as
You're a little
honorable mentions.
surly here.
I
got
can still
confused.
participate.
But I have I don't know what to call this song, so I called it Timon's distraction song from The Lion King.
Distract.
What do you want me to do? Dress a dragon, do the
The
hula,
hula, yes.
performing for the audience.
That is true.
Well played. Well played.
The final drumline battle in the movie Drumline.
I've never seen that.
I saw it once, but
That movie makes me smile. So, and the final battle was really cool. The Donkashane Twist and Shout Parade from Ferris Bueller.
Okay.
That's not
And didn't include Spinal Tap, but I did include a different Christopher Guest film. The song A Mighty Wind, which is the final performance in the movie A Mighty Wind, where all the folk singers all come together as one ensemble to sing that song.
Shit.
Gotcha.
It sounds great. In that movie, if you have not watched A Mighty Wind, if you like Spinal Tap, check out A Mighty Wind. It's a total shift of gears for music style because it's folk music, but oh my God, it's just as fun.
Nice.
Don't check.
I had a
I love Best in Show.
Anyway, all the ones I started this list on a different notepad, so I finalized it on this one. So the only honorable mention I can remember is Ferris Bueller.
Okay.
In the parade. Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
The only one I had was Walk Hard. You know,
Okay.
like I said, anything in that movie, I love. It's awesomeness.
No, Dewey, don't touch that heroin.
I just like when he walks down the hall and you see the band doing doo-wop and he's like, ah, Temptations.
Oh, it's been too long since I watched that one.
That was one of my honorable mentions, but it was the final performance when he's getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he does that song "Beautiful Ride."
Yeah.
No, my other honorable mention was from the movie Singles with Matt Damon, and I just didn't include it because it kind of it was the scene where they're in the club and Alice in Chains are performing on stage, and it just kind of intercuts with the scenes in the crowd, and like Alice in Chains are performing Wood and It Ain't Like That. And also just because I've only really seen that scene from the movie. I've never seen the whole thing. So yeah, those were my two honorable mentions.
Nice.
No, good ones.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
You mentioned Damon. I just thought of another one with Matt Damon, though.
He meant Matt Dillon.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Matt Dillon. Yeah, my bad.
Well, still, Matt Damon came to mind, and I want to say it was
Eurotrip.
Scotty doesn't know.
Oh, that would have been near the top if I had remembered that one. Damn it!
That's the fun part of this. Oh, forgot that one. Yep.
This one goes out to the next.
Other than Pitch Perfect, none of them made me want to blow up my list, though. I'm still kicking Perfect. I can't believe I totally blanked on that.
Scotty doesn't know. But
Scotty doesn't know from Eurotrip. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I watch that. I do. I watch Road Trip, but not Eurotrip.
I only remember that. And when they go to a sex club, there's Lucy Lawless, and they tell him the safe word. It's some weird. Yeah, that's some sort of word, but of course he doesn't say it right.
It's just
so he says it wrong, and she's like, "Are you sure?" And he goes, "Yes." And instead of them stopping, a big dude walks in with like a dildo thing that has like 4 dildos on it.
Buddy,
I like that. It's a big long sentence, but it's just a bunch of letters strung together.
I forgot to say spoiler.
Dude, yes. Now I don't have to watch that.
Oh,
it's been ruined.
That movie's hilarious.
That's
especially
what he said.
Well, that and the whole they tip him. He gives him a nickel. He's like, a nickel, and he smacks the boss. He's like, I quit. I buy my own hotel. They're like, gotta love that exchange rate.
Yeah, I gotta watch this. That's all that was good. Man, Adriano, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
This was
a lot of fun.
A good topic. Absolutely.
Yeah, this one was fun, and obviously I didn't dive deep enough. I missed some good ones.
Yeah, always a good time on here, guys.
Oh, you come up with another topic, we'll have you back.
Yeah, absolutely.
See what I can do.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
I'm Adriana.
Oh my God, where's it? There it is. There it is.
He's right there.
I can't Brady Bunch very well. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Peace, guys.
I said shut up! It's a man!